Hello, 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 it's Dolly. Welcome to my channel, Scrappin' on the Go. This process video is for a special hop put on by Janet over at RTS Scrapbooking. We are using sketches by Allison Davis, and her company is called Scrapbook Generation, and she has a website, and you can purchase sketches over there. She also gives out free sketches. She has classes. And we are focusing on using your 6x6 paper pads. This is the two photographs that I'm going to document, and I'll come back to that in a minute. I've selected 9 6x6 pattern papers, and I put in 1 scrap. I selected enamel dots from Echo Park. I selected these die cuts from Alta New called Live Your Dreams. I also selected 2 alpha word sets that I do not use on this layout, but the colors went with the mood and feel of the photographs that I'm going to document from my little guy's birthday from 2018. But first, we're going to take my 6x6 sheets of paper and cut 1 inch by 1 inch squares. I am using Allison Davis sketch from her 6x6 number 2 series, which is paid for, so I can't physically show you the sketch, but I can tell you that I followed it to the T. Now, not as far as the same color selection or the same die cuts, but the sketch itself, the concept. And this would be called 1 by 1 sketch number 1 from the 6x6 number 2 series. I get out my T ruler to line up my first row of 1 by 1 squares, and I place 9. Then I do 3 more rows without the T ruler. Then I move over a little bit and I do 2 more rows. So there are 6 rows altogether. Here it is completed. It called for some stitching. And so I got out my close to my heart ruler that is for embroidery stitching. It has these pre-drilled holes through this plastic ruler. Unfortunately, close to my heart does not sell this product anymore. Maybe in the future they'll bring it back now that sewing is becoming popular and even hand stitching on our layouts. I am going to get out my box of embroidery thread and needle. I'm going to select black, and I'm going to stitch down these rows of 1 by 1 squares. I will not make you watch that process. You're just going to see it reappear here in just a minute. So you're going to see me get out my black embroidery thread, and then by the magic of editing, you will see that my stitching is complete. And I use just a standard straight stitch. I did not do any type of fancy stitching because on the sketch it showed just a simple straight stitch going down, not perfectly straight. Now I'm showing you that a tip. If you feel like your lines are not straight, take your finger and rough up the edges along those 2 by 2 squares, and nobody will ever know that your squares are not straight. And you can do that with any size, 2 by 2s, 3 by 3s, 4 by 4s, and if it didn't get a line and you don't want to start all over, just take your finger and run it down along the edges and nobody will know. All right, I got out my close to my heart stamp set. That's a birthday collection that was released this year, 2019. And if you want to know about purchasing it, I am a close to my heart consultant, and I will have my link listed below. All right, so I already stamped out the word celebrate. It's your birthday. And then this particular stamp says blow out the candle, something like that. I can't remember the same because I don't use it on the layout, but I don't want to use the entire stamp. I just want the lower half. So you take washi tape, cover up what you don't want to transfer onto your paper, and you stamp it out. And that was a practice run right there. And then I take the washi tape off before I ink it up, and then remove the washi tape. So I put the washi tape, ink up my stamp, remove the washi tape, and then transfer my saying onto my paper. And I take the washi tape off just in case if you get ink, so you don't ruin or have to redo it again. I'm using Daisy White cardstock from Close to My Heart as well. It's fabulous paper. It is perfect for stamping on. It's perfect for making your own hand cards if you don't want to get the envelopes that are already pre-done. So anyway, off to my layout. So I did the stamping, set it aside. So now here comes my layout, here comes my photographs, and I'm going to start embellishing. All right, like I said, these two photographs here that I'm documenting from my little guy's birthday from 2018 was when we went to the movies. So we had already opened up presents, and now we were off to go into the movies, and then after that we'll have the celebration of ice cream. So this is going to be one layout of several layouts. All right, so on that sketch by Allison Davis, she showed just keeping your embellishments over to the right and underneath the photograph and having all that white space over to the right, which is different for me. I am either going to do some journaling there or I'm going to leave it alone because it's a-okay to work outside your comfort zone. If you have been following me, you know that I do not do a lot of layouts just as my base paper being white. Probably only 5, maybe 10% of my layouts have a complete white base like that. So anyway, so when I see a lot of white, it makes me a little nervous. All right, so I got out some thread that I just picked up at like Walmart that's been in my stash. It's been in my stash for a while. And I wanted some more movement and texture over here where I have the words and I have bubbles from there. And so it says, remember this day, celebrate. And I do use the one thing that I stamped out that says it's your birthday. Then see those little tabs? Those were from Altenew, but I stamped on them using the Close to My Heart birthday stamp collection. It says hip hip hooray, or it says hip hip hip. Then the next one says hooray, and then the next one are crosses, and I use the black exclusive ink solvent based permanent ink. And then my layout's complete. But what was most time consuming was, of course, laying down the 2x2s, the 1x1 squares. Cutting the 1x1 squares was easy. I was done cutting those within 5 minutes. It probably took me about, I'm going to say 20 minutes to put down the squares and then another 30 minutes for the sewing. But I really, really love how this layout turned out. And now I'm going to add some enamel dots. So there was a trapped white space by the Celebrate and the banner I have over to the left and those little cards there. So I fixed that by adding enamel dots. And then I went and put some over there by the photograph to the right and then above. And I'm just re-reviewing the products that I used. And again, I will hopefully remember to put the link listed below. The product codes listed below. The close-ups are coming up. Don't forget to follow the other ladies that are participating in this hop and go check out Scrapbook Generation's website. All right, we'll see you next time. I appreciate you all. Thanks for stopping by. If you're not a subscriber, would love to have you as a subscriber. and get out your photographs, document those memories in a fun, creative way. And we will see you next time. Bye.